Wednesday. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining tonight on our team Zoom. And tonight we're going to talk about what to do and what to coach after the reset. We are seeing incredible results. And I think it is so important that we don't just let people sign up, coach them through the reset, and then that's it. I think it is so important that we continue to educate them on how to keep the results going and what not to do after the reset. So my biggest thing with the reset is that I tell people all the time is your stomach actually is going to shrink in size from doing this reset because you are in a calorie deficit. However, you are, getting at that high protein, but your stomach is going to be significantly smaller than what it was 3 days prior to doing the reset. So one of the worst things that you can do is wake up on day 4 or the day after doing the reset and go downstairs and make this big greasy breakfast sandwich on a bagel with a side of home fries and everything else and devour it because you were like, oh my gosh, I've deprived myself of real food for 3 days. I'm going to just eat whatever I can. Don't do that. You're probably going to totally regret it, probably throw it up. So you want to ease back into your normal routine. You have gone from I think 700 or 800 calorie deficit to now you need to work your way back up. So personally, I am telling people to number 1, what is so important is to continue a high protein diet. And what does that look like? I know not everybody is into macros, but high protein, no matter whether you do the reset or not, it is so important. So what does your protein look like? Protein is number 1, animal sources like chicken, steak. Don't be scared of red meat. It is good in moderation. It is a wholesome food. Do the grass-fed beef if you can. We personally have ours from our own grown cows. Chicken, fish, meat, eggs. Eggs are good for you. I don't care what these weird doctors are telling you. Eggs are good for you. And then so during this reset, you are consuming like no sugar. You are totally detoxing yourself of sugar. And what I saw was that I usually have a crazy sweet tooth. Plexus normally does help with that. However, you don't completely get rid of all of your cravings. So I have found that after my reset, my first one, I wanted no sugar afterwards. And actually the thought of cookies and ice cream and the things that my kids would normally eat made me actually throw up, because when you detox your body of sugar, you're not going to want it and you're not going to crave it. So I tell people, try to stay away from consuming like high sugar sweets and snacks and anything like that during the first at least probably week. Number 1, sugar is so bad for us. It increases the candida yeast in our body. That's what causes so much inflammation. It just does not benefit us at all, other than that sweet, good feeling for 2 seconds, and then you're done. So there's no benefit to it. So high protein, low sugar. Don't drink your calories. Don't go back to Dunkin' Donuts and get your frappe, latte, mocha, chalka, whatever it's called. Don't do those. Try to ease back into, maybe if you're drinking coffee, maybe just a little splash of cream, natural cream, not the carrageenan crap creamers. Try to stay away from junk. Like, these are just basic things that we shouldn't be consuming anyways, but it's more important after this reset, just because we have done some serious detox in our body and made some serious changes in the last 3 days. So those are like the biggest things that I'm telling my people, and everybody who has done it has seen more success with it. They've continued to lose more inches. They've had clearer thinking, a better mindset, and just feeling overall really good and just reset. And that's how I felt. And now I am on my second reset. I feel really good. Day 2. And my husband is not here. And the last time he did it with me, and we both did it. We stuck to it faithfully, did great. And now I feel great. I'm glad I did it again after vacation and the Nelly concert. Definitely needed just something so I didn't go back into my bad habits. And that is something they are saying, that we can do this either monthly, quarterly, whatever, but you can do it as much as monthly doing this reset, because it's so easy for us to get off track, but sometimes we just need something to throw us back on track. So have you guys found something that after doing the reset, it's like what you're sharing, more tips that you're sharing with people, what to do, what not to do after the reset?
Pretty much the same thing as with the protein, because that's what I did. And it definitely helped with like my cravings. I was craving things like that and craving healthier and the fruits and veggies and stuff. So, and I ate quite a bit of eggs and all that stuff and greens. So that's one thing I did find like
Good.
on day 4, like that's the stuff I wanted,
Yes.
and even after. So,
Awesome. Yes.
and I
Wholesome
think,
foods.
yeah. And to know, like, I was picking things like, okay, I know this is going to fuel my body as good as I felt during the reset. I want to continue that, even though I feel good on the supplements itself, but even better because it's like, okay, I'm fueling my body with this stuff versus, obviously the other stuff. I mean, yeah, I had ice cream here and there, but it was like once a week. So, so I will say, yeah, the cravings definitely, and the whole mindset is, to fuel your body, not hurt it.
Exactly.
So.
Anything for you, Jess?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I kind of gave the same advice also, but I really gave advice before everybody started of like, make sure you're in the right mindset. Do not stop off of, after day 1. Like, make sure that you can be totally committed for 3 days. That's the most important. And then, just make sure you do all the steps and the restore at night and everything. I just try to explain, like, do not skip anything because everything has a there's a rhyme to the reason here. Basically, like you said, and then when you're done, don't sabotage what you just did for 3 days. Like, plan out your meal for the whole week afterwards, and then just get yourself into the habit of just not eating some help just already without you craving that. And, like you said, your stomach shrinking and just not feeling like you need to eat 4 portions of something, just portion control and just be mentally ready to just change a whole lot of things when you get ready to do it.
Exactly. No, I couldn't agree more. Exactly. Okay. So that is tips for reset. Tonight, I wanted to go over some things about our business and consistency. My team will know I will preach this until I'm blue in the face. Consistency, consistency, consistency with everything, with your products, with your mindset, with your self-growth, with posting, with everything, literally every aspect in our business. If you are not consistent, you will not see results. I always send notes to myself. So some notes and then like a book that I'm reading. I wanted to share some quotes with you guys. So just stop doing it when it's convenient to you. I'll say that again. Stop doing it when it's convenient to you. I see so many people who are like, I want to do the business. They do it for 2 weeks. They earn a bonus and then they fall off. And then something new comes out, like the reset. And they're like, oh, I want to hop on this train and I want to earn all the bonuses. So stop doing it for the prizes. Stop doing it for the bonuses. Stop doing it for whenever it's convenient to you or whenever we get a new product, because it looks so bad for you. Number one, it looks bad for the company because it looks like you're just out to sell what's big and shiny and bright. So not saying that you guys do, just saying in general. Stop doing it when it's convenient to you. I had this thing. So I'm reading, my IPA group, we're reading Success is a Choice. And it is so good. It's by John Maxwell. If you guys haven't read it, I highly recommend it. I'm almost done. I read it in like 2 weeks. And it says, today, many people try to demand respect. They believe that influence should be granted to them simply because they have position, wealth, or recognition. However, respect and influence must be earned over time, and they are built and sustained by character. First and foremost, influence is based on character. No matter how brilliant a man may be, he will never endure confidence in his subordinates and associates if he lacks simple and honest morals. So I highlighted that because in order for us to sustain and get more influence, you can't just do this when it's convenient to you. You have to continue to show up every day. And my biggest pet peeve is watching people, and I say this all the time when people are like, hey, I want to do the business. How many people have we seen? And I know you guys, Jess, Christy, you guys know this, is you see somebody say, oh, I'm signing up for this business. And like I said, they're, gung ho for a whole week. And then something bad happens. Somebody tells them they don't like the products. Somebody cancels their subscription. Somebody doesn't order on Friday like they said they were going to. Little roadblocks along the way, little speed bumps. they decide that it's just not enough. And that's when we cannot be true to our character. We cannot and keep going with our influence. So stop just doing it when it's convenient to you and be consistent. It's not going to be easy, but pushing through it is going to be absolutely worth it. And then I highlighted character cannot be inherited. It cannot be bought. It is impossible to weigh, and it cannot be physically touched. It can be built, but only slowly. And without it, one cannot lead others. And I really, really loved that. And I think that touched so big on a lot of my leaders, is that you see their true colors when they become leaders, when you go up the ranks in the business, and you can tell the ones who are only after a paycheck or the ones who are actually in it for the long haul and helping others. So make sure you never lose sight of your character, which is who you are, why you do this, and continue to be consistent in your influence. I think that is so, so important. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording and we can chat.